Hey, how's it going? Today is June 18th. I picked up some books at Torpedo Comics, which is reopened in Orange for regular folks. And so I was there yesterday, and today I went to Nuclear Comics on Alicia Parkway. I think what I'm probably be doing from now on is I'll be, splitting my orders between the two because both have been really good to me over the years, and you know they're both well, Nuclear is just a single shop. Torpedo is part of a larger franchise, but even so, uh, I've known Robert, the manager there, for a number of years, since when they first opened in Orange as as Big Red. So yeah, I'm gonna I guess split my loyalty between those two, and so we're gonna go ahead and go through these. I think I've missed some of these. Before I forget, I'm currently using the cataloging app CLZ, Charlie Lima Zebra. For my comics, I'm finding it pretty easy to use. Can't recall the one I was using before. It was less expensive, but it seemed that a good 60% of the books that it might catalog about 60% of the books that I was had, but I had to manually input all the others. So far, there's only been a couple of books that I've had to manually input, and those were older items. Although one new item did come up that wasn't is currently in CLZ, so I added it. So anyway, let's go ahead, and we got Daphne Byrne #5, which I've been told by one of the shop owners that this was the lowest selling of the Hill House comics, at least in his shop. But I enjoy it. A Victorian tale of horror and the supernatural. We got Legion of Superheroes #6. Meet the new recruits. I'm guessing that's some kind of variation on a lantern. Dr. Fate. Superboy's not new. He's been there since the first issue. And this Monster Boy. Oh, wow. I don't remember Monster Boy. I have to be honest. Lois Lane. Oh, goodness. #11. And there is, this is the penultimate issue. There's one more issue left. And I really think this has been really a good series, that in the Jimmy Olsen series. Got Miles Morales, #17. You see it says Outlawed. This is the Marvel event where there's been a bill passed to outlaw any teen superheroes. And we'll see how successful that is. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any of the tie-in issues. I'll just see how they affect the books I'm already getting. This is a book I was talking about, a Nocturnal Commissions. By McNamara and Hinkle. Hinkle being the artist. And there's no barcode or ISBN that I could find in this book, so I had to catalog it myself. I seem to be the first person to do so. Oh my God. This is, it's a fun, like a funny horror book. The premise is that a werewolf and a vampire have teamed up to become sort of detectives, and they come upon a former punk rock star who has become a zombie who can control the undead, and that's how he's able to speak. There's humor, there's rock and roll references, there's a lot of pop culture stuff in here. But it's really a lot of fun since the personalities of all three of these characters are very different. This is recommended, and this is from Perfect Strangers. I'm sorry, Polite Strangers is the publisher. Highly recommend the book. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to more. Then we got Undiscovered Country number 6 by Scott Snyder. James Tynion. Tynion? Yeah. Something is Killing the Children. This is number 7. I'm not sure if it's a miniseries. And speaking of Tynion, we also have the first issue of his sort of YA fantasy book called Wind. And we have Gideon Falls, number 22. It's from Image, and I don't know if you can see it here. It's a little tag they put on there. It says, "Our comeback will be bigger than our setback." And hashtag back the comeback, which the first acknowledgement that I can see from any of the companies about their going away and returning, which I think is kind of cool. Way to go, Image. We got a Marvel book, and this is Venom number 25. In this issue, a Venom Lethal Protector reunion in the Mighty Marvel Manor. Okay. This is Strange Adventures, number 2 of 12. That had a few months. Right. The first issue of The Grieveling by Steve Niles and Damian Worm. Oh my God, I can't. Oh, The October Faction was their other book, and Steve Niles is a really good writer. He doesn't write as much stuff as some of the other name writers that I currently follow, but he really does have a knack for horror, and I really recommend that. We got The Question, book number 3, Question, The Deaths of Vic Sage. Can't remember if this is the last issue or not. Can't remember how many issues this is, but I liked it. Has a couple of different covers, but I really liked. There's that's kind of a cool noir cover. I like that, and you see where the shadow comes down, and part of it you can see Vic, but I love the way the mask is sort of represented, and of course along with the femme fatale. And finally, we have the first issue of Dark Knight's Death Metal. This is number 1. This is another book with variant covers. You got the the big three on there. We got Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, or the Dark World, I think they're called, or variant of those characters. And this is another event title. There's another book by Scott Snyder. If you liked the Dark Metals, if you liked, no, was it called Dark Metals? It was called, yeah, it was called Metal. Metal was the series, and introduced the Batman Who Laughs and a few other characters. So this looks good. I'll check it out and see how it is. I guess Scott Snyder's another good writer who brings in the creepy when he has to. Going on much longer than I expected to. Sorry about that. Anyways, that's it for now. No major plans. If it touches you, happy Father's Day. I'm looking forward to visiting a family this weekend. Been a while. So, anyways, take care of yourself. Wear a mask if you're susceptible, if you're like an old guy with a heart condition like yours truly. And stay away from the Trump rally. Peace out.